I went to sleep. I went to sleep like this. And I just remember being pulled. Like, I'm being pulled like this. And I could not do anything about it. Hello everyone, what is up? Welcome back to my channel, you guys. For today's video, I am going to be sharing something scary that happened to me while I was in Mexico, you guys. This is probably one of the scariest experiences I have had in a long time, but I want to share that with you guys because I feel like, I don't know, you guys might be able to relate. Maybe this has happened to you guys, and if it has, I really want to hear you guys' stories, so drop them down below. I'm kind of scared, you guys. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I'm home alone. I really don't want to have any negative vibes around my new apartment, so all good vibes come my way. This video, you guys, I feel like it's long overdue. When I left to Mexico, I never really updated you guys on what was going on, so I feel like I'm gonna do that in this video as well. I'm gonna give you guys a little background story before I begin with the actual scary experience, so that way you guys can be all caught up. So yeah, if you want to listen to my story, grab some popcorn, get yourself a beer, and let's begin. Okay, you guys, so let's begin with me. I was undocumented. Let's just put that out there. There is nothing wrong with that. I am very fortunate to be able to have fixed my situation, you guys. I am now able to do all of the things that I was not able to do before, and one of those things is traveling. This last time was my very first time ever going. Nobody knew that I was coming. My sister, my mom, my tias, my tios, they did not expect me to come at all. So, you know, just imagine the shock in their faces to see me after so many years. My sister's boyfriend and I had been talking back and forth throughout these months. He actually was the one to help me surprise everybody. He picked me up from the airport and he came with my sister and everything. My sister was so shocked. I'm probably gonna insert some clips of us here somewhere.
What do you expect?
Shout out to my sister's boyfriend for keeping his mouth shut for like 4 months. He did not tell anybody that I was going, and the fact that he did that was like, okay, like, you deserve some points. Okay, you guys, so let's fast forward to the actual story that you came here to see, because I know you don't want to keep waiting. So okay. So the first day that I got to Mexico, obviously I surprised my mom. The whole crying thing was going on, you know, we got drunk as fuck that day. Me and my sister picked up a Bacardi bottle, so I was drunk AF. That first night, you guys, I slept in my mom's room because my siblings were sleeping in her room. For some reason, they had their mattress in my mom's room, so they were all sleeping in that room. I was lit, so I didn't even question it. I just went straight to bed. I slept with my little brother. He's like this skinny little thing. He's 8 years old, so I didn't mind that at all. The next morning, I remember it was chill. We went to the plaza. We were chilling. Everything was cool. At night, we were drinking again, but that night, I remember that my mom had asked me if I wanted to sleep in the kids' room because, you know, like, she was like, if you want your own space, I understand. We moved the mattress that was in her room to the kids' room. And now my siblings, they share a bunk bed, una litttttt. The mattress that they had in her room was the one from up top, so we went ahead and did all that. My maletas and all my things were there. So it was cool, like I could finally stay in that room, but I still didn't question my mom why my siblings were sleeping there. So, you know, I was just like, whatever, it's fine, like I'll sleep here tonight. So that night, you guys, I remember specifically I went to sleep with my little brother. My little brother is literally so tiny, so we were sharing that bed. And that day, nothing happened, like nothing out of the ordinary, nothing scary, nothing happened. So then fast forward, like the next day, I went to sleep in the bunk bed at the bottom by myself, because my little brother, he likes to kind of switch off who he sleeps with. This time he wanted to sleep with my mom, and I was like, okay, that's cool, like I'll sleep here by myself. Mind you, I did not watch any scary movies. I did not go to sleep in a bad mindset. I went to sleep thinking, you know, like I'm just going to bed, I'm tired, and that's it. To be honest, till this day, I still don't know why it picked me, but se me subió el muerto, you guys. I don't know if you guys have ever had that happen to you, but it's so scary when it's happening. Like you literally don't even know what to do. You can't move, you can't talk. You literally are like frozen and you can't do anything about it. So this was happening to me every single day. The first time that it happened to me, I was asleep, and all of a sudden I feel like this weight on top of me. Like, mind you, it feels so real. So it's like if you're seeing yourself in real time, you know, like if it's happening in real time but you're asleep. So I feel this weight on top of me, and I see this figure of a man, and I'm just like, oh my god, like I literally could not talk, I could not get anything out. So then as this is happening, all of a sudden, like while he's on top of me, like out of the blue, my little brother comes out of his shadow and is standing right by my side, like by my bedside. And I'm trying to like tell him like, help me, like ayúdame, but I could not talk, you guys. I could not do anything. I don't remember if he was hurting me, to be honest. I don't remember that much, but I just remember him being on top of me. And as soon as I wake up, or as soon as this is over, I wake up so scared, like I'm shaking. I am frozen in bed, and you guys, this makes it worse. My mom's dogs start growling. Oh my god, I'm kind of getting like flashbacks of that, but I feel so scared. I don't think I've ever felt this scared in my life. Like they start growling as soon as I wake up. As soon as I wake up, it was the weirdest thing. Like I was just like, what are they growling at, you know? In my mind, I'm just trying to not be scared. So I'm like, fuck you, like fuck this, like you're not real. Like all these things are going through my mind, so that way I'm not scared. I kind of reached to grab a pillow so I could hug it, and it makes me feel so much better. After that, I could not fall back asleep. I stayed up, and then the next day I was like so sleep deprived. I remember like waking up at like 2 because I didn't sleep well, and so I fell asleep when everybody was up basically. And then I told my mom about it, and she was like, what the fuck, like that's weird, like I can't believe that happened to you. Like I was like, oh my god, mom, I know. And then you guys, I go about my day, everything is fine, go back to sleep, and it happens again. This time, whatever was on top of me literally grabbed me and like me agarró de la mano. Like he literally, so imagine being laying down in bed, and then this thing grabs your arm, you're not able to move, this thing grabs your arm and it lifts you up to a sitting up position. So I'm like this in the bed, and I literally cannot move, I can't do anything. I'm just like stuck like this, and I'm trying to ask for help, I'm trying to like scream, and I'm just like, I'm frozen just like this. Like the whole time that this is happening to me, I'm just like this. And I guess I wake up, and then I'm like scared again, and this is all happening at like 3 something. It was like 3:47. It happened to me always at 3:47. I don't know why, but it always did. So whatever. Then I told my mom about it, and she was like getting scared. She was like, why, like mija, like why is this happening? Like, and I was like, mom, I don't know, like it's that room, like it gives you like such bad vibes. I want to mention to you guys that my siblings, when all of this was happening, they were there every day, every morning, every night. So I was never really alone, and that was because they had like their little vacation from school. I think it was like Christmas vacation or something. But then the next day they had to go back into school, so that meant that I would be alone all morning. So you guys, that next night, the day before they had to go to school, it happened again. And this time, for some reason, I almost feel like I manifested this to happen, but I went to sleep and I was almost scared to fall asleep, because honestly, like, when that happens, it's like, it's so scary. Like, I'm telling you guys, if you guys have a story, please comment down below so I can hear it. I remember I fell asleep, and I think my sister was sleeping with me at this time, because I was like, bitch, you're not about to leave me by myself. So she was sleeping with me. And I remember when I fell asleep, I don't know if you guys have like a certain way that you guys fall asleep, but I went to sleep like this. So with my arm out like this, and I was just like this. So I went to sleep like this, and I just remember being pulled. Like, I'm being pulled like this, and I could not do anything about it. Like, I was trying to reach out to my mom, and I was like, I remember being like, mommy, mommy, mommy. But like, it was like, I don't know if you guys know what this is like when, like, sientes que estás hablando, but it's not loud. So I was like, mommy, mommy, like, ayúdame. Like, I was trying to say that and nobody could hear me. So that next morning I told my mom about it, and she was like, oh my gosh, like, I'm not liking this. Like, I'm not gonna let you guys sleep here anymore. So then that next night, she made us move the mattress back into her room. And that's when she explained to me that that was one of the reasons why she didn't let the kids sleep there, because my younger sister had told my mom that she would see things, and like, she would see a man in like the corner. And I was like, mom, like, that's probably the same man que se me subió. I remember that same day I went to my grandpa's house, and I had told him what happened, and he was questioning me. He was like, well, when that would happen to you, like, did it seem like que tenían like fire around them, or like, you know, things like that. Like, he was basically saying like, because those kind of almas like aren't able to like cross over and stuff like that. Like, he was telling me all this shit that was like, grandpa, like, I ain't trying to hear this shit. Like, I sleep there, you know? So what my grandpa did is he gave me a cirio. I don't know if you guys know what that is. It's kind of like a candle that you light up, you know, y le rezas to whatever, you know, spirit is there or whatever. So he gave that to me, and he would tell me to turn it on like at least 5 minutes during the day. So I remember this last time that it happened, I was like, mom, like, I'm just gonna sleep there because I just want my own space and do my own thing. So she was like, okay, fine. And then so she helped me put the mattress back into my sibling's room, and I slept there. And it happened again, you guys. But this time I did not tell anybody but my grandpa. Like, I did not want to freak my mom out anymore. I was just like, grandpa, like, it happened to me again. He's like, wow, like, that's crazy. So that same day my grandpa went to my mom's house and se puso a bendecir la casa. Like, he threw out like agua bendita throughout the house, throughout the kids' room. And for some reason I feel like that helped, because after he did that, you guys, it never happened again. But let me tell you, that same day it was crazy, because when it happened to me, like, my siblings were gone for school. So when I woke up by myself. So imagine how scary that must have been. But I remember, this is actually really cute. I remember, like, as soon as that happened, I woke up and I went to my mom's room. She had already gone to work, so I slept there. And outside her room there's a window, and one of her dogs stayed outside of the window looking out for me, you guys. Like, he stayed out there the whole time that I fell asleep. I remember going to my mom's room, laying down, and that dog followed me all the way over there, and he stayed until I woke up. Like, I woke up and that dog was still out there. I was like, wow, like, he was like looking out for me that last night that happened. Like, it was so crazy. Nothing else happened after that last time, and you guys, believe me, I don't know, I could not have handled any more than that. Like, it was so scary. It felt like forever when that would happen to me. So yes, you guys, that was my scary experience when I was in Mexico. I hope that this video wasn't too long. It probably was, but if you stayed throughout this whole video, you are a real one. And shout out to you. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, make sure to give it a like and subscribe. Comment down below if you can relate, girl, because I really want to know. I want to know if this has happened to anybody else, because I'm sure it has, and I'm sure there's scarier stories to be told. So let me know. Thank you guys so much. I love you, and I'll see you in the next video.